Good morning, everyone. My name is Rajaram Ganesan, a retired professor of English. I am going to talk about the importance of communication skills, which is one of the most talked about subjects in the academic campuses. It is important for upcoming graduates to develop communication skills so that they can find good jobs in the market or go for higher studies and things like that. In the lectures that I'm going to post, I'm going to cover a lot of topics, mostly based on improving communication skills and also on various other topics like LSRW, meaning, listening, speaking, reading and writing. And also I'm going to cover topics like how to write better and how to improve your knowledge of grammar, public speaking, soft skills, presentation skills, participating in interviews and in group discussions, and how to perform yourself to the best of your ability. In this lecture, I'm going to talk about one of the first steps that will be useful to you in improving your communication, namely self-introduction. Self-introduction refers to the ability to talk about oneself, because you know about you better than anybody else. So when you are talking about yourself, you can cover various details like name, your age, family members, what you are doing now, your native place and what it is famous for. You can also talk about the school in which you studied, the college where you are doing a course, why you selected that particular course, and so on. And after giving these details, you can go on to the next aspect, namely technical and non-technical skills. In regard to the engineering students, the technical skill is very important. Technical skills refer to what you can do. For example, an engineering student should be able to say what he can do by way of service to machines, whether he can repair machines, assemble machines, dismantle them, or he can find out the troubleshooting of that particular machine or equipment he is going to use when he goes for the job. And when you talk about non-technical skills which relate to people-related skills or people-oriented skills, and one of the important non-technical skills that you have to improve is your communication skills. Apart from that, it also refers to other skills like problem solving, presentation skills, your ability to do mathematics efficiently, your interest in sports, problem solving skills, your attitude, your interpersonal skills, how you get along with people, and so on. That is what is non-technical skill is all about. And you can also talk about projects that you are doing in the final year, or even arts graduates when they are doing a project in the third year or final year, they can talk about it, because these give you an opportunity to talk about what you are doing or what you have done. And then from the technical non-technical skills, you can move on to your goals, namely short-term goals and long-term goals. Short-term goals involve activities like doing an online course or learning a foreign language and doing some certificate courses and so on. Whereas long-term goals will take a lot of time. You can mention if you want to become a software engineer over a period of time, or if you want to become a team leader in a company, or if you want to become a CEO of a company, all these things will take a lot of time. you need to put in a lot of efforts and gain experience. So you can talk about these things as a long-term goal or goals. And then when you are talking about yourself, first you have to give your name and then your age, talk about your parents, tell what they are doing, whether they are employed or whether your mother is a housewife and so on. And then go on to talk about what you are doing now. If you are doing a course in a college, you can talk about what you are doing and why you are doing a particular course in that college. And then when you talk about the native place, say what it is famous for. For example, Tirupur is famous for the knit industry, the knitwear industry. Salem is famous for the steel plant and mangoes. And then go on to talk about the course you are doing and why you selected the course. What made you choose that particular course and so on. And always remember, these details will help you to talk about yourself naturally, because these are details that are related to you and you know yourself better than anybody else. And then go on to talk about your strengths and weaknesses. Supposing you are doing maths well, you can talk about that. If you have good problem solving skills, you can talk about that. If you can document information, you can talk about that. Or if you are good at sports, you can talk about that, because these skills show your ability to perform well in a particular activity. And when you talk about your weaknesses, you can say, for example, you spend too much time playing games, or you spend too much money on electronic gadgets and so on. But say that you are trying to overcome those weaknesses because you understand what you are doing. And then go on to talk about hobbies. Hobbies involve reading books, listening to music, glass painting, and anything like that. So these are some of the pastimes that you are able to spend uh, your free time. And then lastly, you can talk about a person who influenced you very much. It could be the former president of Government of India, namely Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, or it could be a sports personality, or it could be a teacher, or it could be a great scientist, anybody for that matter. So these are the details that will be required when you are giving a self-introduction. I think this is the first step that you can think about to improve your communication, and always make it a point that somebody is there when you are giving a talk. For example, at home, during a breakfast or during lunchtime or during supper, ask your brother or your sister who is doing a course in school or college, or your parents, to sit through your presentation, and after the presentation ask them to ask you questions and then try to give a suitable answer. So the first step I am suggesting is introducing yourself. You must have seen the movie, the James Bond movies, where the hero introduces himself as, "My name is Bond, James Bond," and like that you can learn to talk about yourself, because these are details about which you already are familiar, and this can be a good starting point for you. So I suggest that you try these activities at home, so that you become more comfortable and confident. And as you talk more and more, definitely your confidence level will go up, and you will be able to talk and communicate without any fear. You need a lot of practice, and I will follow this talk with other lectures on LSRW skills, listening, speaking, reading and writing skills. I will also touch about grammar and tell you that grammar is not a boring subject. When you write formally, you have to be very careful about the rules. It is not boring. It's not a boring subject. It's a very interesting subject. So you should improve it, because I know that a lot of students write very badly and they need to improve. And then I will go on to talk about other aspects like public speaking, participating in group discussions, attending interviews and answering questions, I'll be talking about soft skills, I'll be talking about time management and various other aspects that are part of the process of the communication skills activity. I hope that what I'm giving you is useful, and you will continue to practice often, so that your confidence level and your ability to communicate will improve over a period of time. But remember, you need to practice regularly so that you can get rid of your fear, and you can become more confident about what you are talking about. So I will meet you in the next video. In the next video, I'll be talking about speaking skills. And thank you very much.